there, welcome to News 9. I'm Khushi and my guest for today is a man with many feathers on his hat. He's an actor, a singer, a former TV host presenter, and he has worked in the Disney Broadway musical Aladdin, the Bollywood movie Sharma Ji Namkeen, popular web series such as Jugaristan, and the most recently released Netflix drama Mismatched Season 2. That young man is Taaruk Raina. Welcome, Taruk.
Wow, that was quite an intro, yeah. Thank you so much.
I don't think that covers half of what you've done, but we had to keep it short. But
I suddenly feel important.
I mean, we're talking about Mismatch. It's one of the most popular series. Everybody's liking it a lot. Everybody's praising your performance as Anmol Malhotra. I have thoroughly enjoyed your performance as Anmol. And I mean, in Mismatch, you have not just acted, but also voiced and composed the theme song Kho Gaye. So congratulations for that. And I want to hear from you about that first. As a singer, what was that like?
So, it's funny, right? Because it's not like this doesn't happen that often that an actor in the show does music. But 2 seasons running, I've got the chance to contribute, musically to the show, and that's all thanks to Akash. He actually gave me a shot. He kind of believed in me that, you know what? Okay, let's see what you come up with. Like he was like, "Chal, kuch bana ke la dekhte." So just that much. That was the only chance I needed, and I knew that I couldn't just waste that opportunity. So I had to take it, and both times I tried to put everything I can. I'd say that from the first season to the second season, I learned a lot. So the music is a lot different. It's a little more evolved, even for me. Like I thought that I've grown a fair bit. Also, I mean, it was like 3 years apart, so thank God I grew. So yeah, but when I was writing this song, I played it to Akash, I think one random night where we had an off day. The next day wasn't an off day; it was a turnaround day. And I think it was 4:30 a.m. or something. Sorry, it was 4:30 a.m. or something, and I just played it to him, in one of the hotel rooms, and I was like, "This is one song," and he's like, "Okay, let's see." And then about a year later or so, he was like, "You know what? That song, I want you to work on it. Make it a ballad." And that song was in a very, very different space at that time. I had not imagined it for anything. In fact, I hadn't even imagined it for this show. Like, it was just a song that I had written. And then when I got to know that I'd be writing for the Dimple and Rishi story, I got very, very excited. I was like, okay, can't waste this chance. So, I did whatever I could, whatever resources I could gather. We made the song, and I luckily had a wonderful, wonderful producer and friend who I work with, a music producer, Himanshu Parekh, who really, you know, put put a lot of life into the track by arranging it the way it's arranged, and just the ability to understand my ideas, because it's not like I'm the greatest explainer of what I want, but yeah, I think it just fell into place very well. Also, where the song is picturized in the show is a great place. So it's just a lot of things help and elevate the song, and I think the song comes from. I mean, I know it's for Dimple and Rishi, but when I had written it originally, it was from a personal space, so it's very personal to me. It's a lot of things I have been through in my life, and so I'm just very, very glad that it was a part of something that is so close to my heart. It's a part of this family that I'm part of, which is the Mismatched group. So I couldn't ask for anything better, to be honest. Like, that is, I'm just extremely happy the way it's turned out, and and people are liking the song. People are telling me that they really like the song, and that's all I could wish for. So yeah, I mean, it's been a great one. Yeah.
I mean, that authenticity and rawness has translated to the track, because like you said, it's come from a personal experience. And it is for Rishi and Dimple. So tell me, what was the reaction from Rishi and Dimple? How did Rohit and Prajakta, react to it?
See,
They first heard it.
Rohit and Prajakta, Rohit and Prajakta, of course, they they are like my closest friends. Like they are two of my best people. They are two of my best closest people, together and individually. They obviously have been a massive support with my music in general. They always used to tell me that, you gotta do something, bro. You gotta do something more. You want to hear more music from you, and I always used to be like, I'm trying, I'm trying. I just have to somehow balance this out, because music is a lot of work. Making a song like this is a lot of work. So yeah, I mean, I couldn't wish for two better people for it to be picturized on. And it's not just about Dimple and Rishi, but Rohit and Prajakta, who are so close to me in my life. Um, I think it was the silver lining that it's on them. That it just became such a massive deal for me that, two of my bestest friends are uh, the face of my song. I think that just completed the whole circle for me. I couldn't wish for anything better. I mean, they've been so supportive all the time, and they're just wonderful people, and they love the song. Uh, I think first I think they'll never, even if they don't like a song that I make, they won't tell me directly to my face. Actually, maybe Rohit will. But uh, but they actually really like the song, and it's been with us for so long. I mean, it's just released very recently to the public, but the song's been with us for so long that we've lived with it.
That's true. That's true.
So yeah, I mean, they've just been great. Yeah.
So glad that even the audience has become a part of this thing that you got to share with just the two of them before. And tell me something, as an artist, what do you feel more connected to, singing or acting?
I can't choose. Music was my first love, no doubt. I I wanted to be a musician all my life. But acting I discovered much later, and I fell in love with acting. So now it's like if you would have asked me maybe 5 years ago, I'd say music, but now I can't choose. I can't choose between the two.
I also want to know, when did this love for acting happen? Because I believe you were studying international relations, and I think you wanted to pursue that further back then. So ये acting का कीड़ा and all, ये सब कब हुआ?
Yeah, I was studying communications and international relations and all of that. I actually कीड़ा ऐसा था नहीं.
हाँ, कब आया?
I think it was just a very reckless decision by a 19-year-old to do. Like it was like, let me just do something different and let me just try something different. And I think over time, as I worked in Bombay and as I did different things, I just realized what I don't want to do. Um, you know, and while doing all of the various things that I was doing, purely for just to learn and experience each thing, I kind of really connected with acting because it is a form of expression. Music is a form of expression. I kind of relate the two. I mean, and of course, I started liking acting once I got a little better at it. Uh, because you tend to like something that you think you can do a little. It's like I can't like flying fighter jets, like because I don't know how to.
Right.
But yeah, but I think as I developed kind of the taste for acting, and of course there were a lot of people who helped me through, particularly Akarsh Khurana, who kind of really set me into. He put me on a stage. I started with theater, and you know, on from the theater stage, I kind of gained that confidence that okay, this is something I might want to do. Doing plays everywhere and playing different characters. And theater is a whole different experience. There's no time for mistakes. So it's like you have to be at your best all the time. And I think that was my schooling. That was kind of my acting training because I've never done any other sort of training. So I think whatever I've learned there.
Basically, it was about your character Anmol, how you bring this, brash young boy energy to him. He has this very chalna attitude. Like, he speaks his mind, he speaks his unfiltered thoughts. So how close is the real life Taaruk to Anmol?
I wouldn't say very close, but yes, there are parts of me that are like that. मतलब मैं दिल्ली में बड़ा हूँ, थोड़ा हमें चलना एटीट्यूड होता है, but ऐसे नहीं, like in the sense I don't there is some things I identify with, like there are frustrations I have in life as well, and I think for me playing Anmol is like therapy.
Okay.
Because I just get to just vent and just take out all my frustration and all my anger in a scene. And after a while, I was very glad in season 2 that I I have some scenes that are calmer, because being angry for like 14 hours a day is tiring as hell.
Yeah.
And especially when you're bound by a chair, you can't really move, or you can't just walk off a situation. So yeah, I mean, there are I'd say maybe 10% of Anmol is in me.
But it was surely entertaining to watch him. The way, he would rant. I mean, I can't repeat some of the dialogues here because
No, please don't.
yeah, I can't. But that is what you brought it. You brought so much of authenticity to it. It was really entertaining to watch that bit. I mean, it was actually fun.
Thank you so much.
And it was, this whole season 2 was a reunion for you to work with Prajakta, Rohit, Abhinav, all of them again. That must have been nostalgic and great.
It's not a reunion.
Really?
We meet each other all the time.
But
trust me, nobody was like long time no see. Everybody was like hi.
ये तो बस आज कुछ न्यूज़ पकड़ा दे कर लेते हैं, but इसके बाद यहाँ जाते हैं कहीं. Must have been something like that.
I mean, yeah, like we're all very, very close in real life as well, and this show has made that happen. To be honest, I'm not this close with any other work team that I am with Mismatched. This is something else. It's like almost they created a new family for us.
Right.
So yeah.
So and I think Abhinav, when you also go back in time.
Absolutely. Abhinav and I have been best friends since we were kids.
Oh my God.
His mom was my teacher also.
Okay.
And like since we were like 10 years old, 12
That's
years.
a very long time. That's so cool though, working together, growing up together. Oh my God.
And playing best friends in the show.
In the show, yeah. And playing best friends in the show. That's
it's the creepiest thing. Like I remember Abhinav telling me, I think our first shot of season 1, our first scene that we were shooting. And as soon as camera started rolling and sound started rolling, Abhinav just looked at me and said, "Bro, can you believe this?" And I was just like, I don't, let's just do it. I can't process it. And until we were there, we didn't realize what a massive coincidence this is. Like, how can this happen? Like the universe is just doing funny things.
That actually sounds surreal. So who was the more notorious one out of the two of you? Were you guys still as like those mischievous kids back from your childhood on the sets?
Listen, Abhinav and I were very boring kids. We did nothing. We did nothing wrong. No, seriously, we were those,
अच्छे बच्चे.
हमने कभी स्कूल बंक तक नहीं किया यार. हमने कुछ ऐसा नहीं किया. कुछ नहीं किया हमने. हमारी तो like we were not like the troublesome types. We were just like, we just used to do what we used to like. I used to play football. He used to be in drama, the theater club and everything. And, I used to be in the school band, and we were just in our activities. And we were so caught up in that we were just like we didn't do anything else. We were just, we didn't even study. Actually, Abhinav studied a bit. I didn't study at all.
That's, I think, all of us at some point in our college. It doesn't matter now. But anyway, बातों में हम ऐसे खो गए हैं, and we've come to the end of this interview. But I can't let it end without you singing the track खो गए. So can you please do that for us?
Okay. All right. I apologize if this is not my best performance because I've had a very sleepless night.
It's a nice performance. It doesn't get better than that.
But let me. Okay, one sec. मैं तेरा तू मेरी धीरे धीरे से खो गए धीरे से खो गए कहीं तू मेरी धीरे धीरे से खो गए धीरे से खो गए.
Thank you so much, Taruk. Thank you so much for the interview.